Hey, and we're back. So we're playing a little food for thought. Uh, most of you have probably seen this a deck or similar decks. It is immensely tilting to play against, so that seems like the perfect kind of deck for us to play here today. Um, we're looking to abuse cards like Witch's Oven. Oops. Witch's Oven with the Cauldron Familiar to get that recurring sack outlet and deal 1 damage each turn. And then other ways that we can just sack creatures, and every time we're sacking those creatures, gaining value. So Whisper Squad, 1 comes out, and for 2 mana we just pull out the whole collection of them. Claim the Firstborn lets me take some of their creatures, which I can then attack with and sack it. Lampad, nice good sack outlet here. Heartfire, good sack outlet, also 4 damage to the face, very strong. Dreadhorde Butcher, this card is bonkers when you get them down early game, and especially when we can kill them. So let's say we attack through 3 times, gets 3+1/+1 counters. I Heartfire him, 4 damage from this, 4 damage from the sack, that's 8 damage. Fantastic. Call of the Death Dweller brings back some of our small creatures, so brings back the Horde, their Lampad. If the Cauldron Familiars are in the graveyard, brings them back. And Anax, because we've got a bunch of creatures dying, so when they die, it gives me more things to sack later. Chandra, this gives me some good value for automatically sacking things, which works well for triggering, like it gives me things to sack to Heartfire, gives me things to sack to Lampad, but also if I'm sacking them and I've got Judith or Mayhem Devils out, get some extra damage through. Playing Lurrus here, not as my companion because I don't meet the criteria for it, but I get a cast permanence with a converted mana cost 2 or less from my graveyard. Great. Like, just, even in the main deck, it's great. Judith gives extra damage through, and when things die, which they will, a little extra damage. And the Mayhem Devil, when we sack things to get damage through, lands pretty simple, some swamps, some mountains, blood crypts. And let's go. Alright, we're against Iomen? Not really sure how you say that one. Okay, yeah, this is a solid keep. We got the Oven, we've got the Familiar, some turn 3 plays. We'll definitely look to keep this. Familiar. This may make them quit the game. If it does, that's a win. Oh, yeah. I don't think they're coming back. Because once they, like with 2 ovens and the Familiar, this is just going to tilt them off the face of this earth. I'm tilted myself just even playing this. Okay, and you got something coming up. 2 attackers. No, okay, so let's go mindlessly click because that's how this works. And play him, sack our food, make our food, play him, sack our food. Yay! Alright. And now with Judith, this just starts to get out of hand quickly. This actually may get him to quit. Because now we're doing, yeah. Okay. OP. This deck is just, sometimes it does things like that and you realize there is no way that anyone wants to keep playing. Okay, so we're back, and looking at this hand, I have no black mana and a bunch of black spells, so I think this one's a mulligan. Familiar, Butcher, Snapkeep. Oh, we're coming through with some big damage, and I like it. Sending back a land. Everything I have is 1 and 2 mana, so we've got a couple turns before I need to worry about getting something. Whoa, why are we scrying already? What is happening here? Scry 3 at the beginning of your first upkeep. You may reveal this card from your opening hand. If you do, scry 3 at the beginning of your first upkeep. Okay. Okay. And we've got a... Okay. Oh, so everything is 3 or greater. Alright, so everything except lands is 3 or greater. So our goal is to kill him before he can play anything. And we might achieve that. That's our side quest right now. Okay. So he shouldn't be able to play anything. Ooh. He doesn't have the sick Godzilla skin, so he's not actually pro. Alright. Butcher. He's coming in with some damage. Nice. Grow that Butcher. So now he should be able to start playing something. Nothing. Oh, I love it. I love it. We'll get the Lampad out in case I need to sack something in response. Let's come in. Nice. And do I need a Whisper Squad? I will play the Whisper Squad here, just for depending on what we draw, could give us that little extra damage. The reason I might not play it is to keep this up, to sack it in case he tries to remove it, and if he does, well, then that was a misplay. Ah, a Fires of Invention deck. Okay. Okay, the Questing Beast. That's only 1 blocker. It's super annoying. Ugh. That card is super, super annoying. But then again, I'm playing Cauldron Familiar, so fair enough. So let's go in with everything. I can use this to sack things if I need to, depending on how he blocks. Yeah, that's the best way to go. So I will look to bring that back next turn. Go the damage. Probably, yeah, I missed out on 1 damage there. I could have sacked it, but I can kill this. No, let's try and actually, I think we can probably do enough to his face. Play a second Whisper Squad here. Return up to 2 creature cards with a converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Put a Death Touch counter on either of them, then put a Menace counter on either of them. So we're coming back with... Yeah. We're going to be able to come back with hopefully 2 creatures by sacking... So next turn we should be able to pull up 1 more Whisper Squad, sacrifice something to the Death Vigil, probably the Cauldron Familiar. This deals X damage to each opponent and each planeswalker they control, but not creatures. Okay. So we'll let that resolve. Because we also... Actually, if I Whisper Squad... Yep, I think we'll let that resolve. We might be able to sack enough things. I think we might be okay to sack enough things to bring it back and win next turn. He's at 6. So I will be able to pull up 1 more Whisper Squad. Yep. Unless we die this turn. Which might happen. We might be dead. Let's find out. So that's 6 plus 8. Just coming in through at the 6? I will take that. Okay, so let's activate Whisper Squad here. Pull up another one. And I'm going to activate this to sack Cauldron Familiar. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. So let's return both. Okay. Put a death touch counter on either of them. Sure. And the menace counter on the Dreadhorde Butcher. So that's going to make him have 2 things block on it. And if he doesn't block, I've got 2 damage because it'll get the counter going through. So let's get everything going. Yeah. Yeah. How is he able to block this? This has menace. Yeah. Did we get there? I think we might get there. This is going to be 1, 2. Sack it with the Vigil. Oh. So let's activate this, and I think we're just going to need to sack Death Squad here. Shit. We did not play that out as ideally as we could have, because although we got that through, I actually don't have anything to sack it with right now, so I think we're dead. I think we misplayed that one. Close game, though. Could I have done that differently? If I didn't bring 2 things back, hard to say. If I didn't bring that back, I could have sacrificed 4 things. Yeah, we may have misplayed that, because I would have been able to go through with... Let's see. Okay. Doesn't trample. But that's 14. What? I think we just go with everything, because he's going to need to block, and this is going to probably kill him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Okay. Oh, but he gained the life. I think we may have. Let's see how he blocks this. It would help if I had a way to sacrifice this. I mean, at least I'm making him think through this. Okay, to damage. Let's activate this first. Get our last one out. I don't think it's going to do much for us, but let's see. To him. Okay. So he doesn't have the knight to make his things bigger. Does this trample whenever one or more creature with trample deals combat damage to a player, create an XX? Okay. Okay. This guy still has menace. That's gonna be game right there. That gives all of his things haste. Are you going for the overkill win here? What are you doing? Yeah, we are. Somehow magically deal damage? Yeah, no, we did. Alright. That was really fun. May have been able to kill him on that one turn if we played that better. Hard to say. I probably could have ran the math, but that was a fun one. All right, Donkey 78. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. All right. This is. I wouldn't say this is a solid keep, but he'll get the job done. Our goal is that he doesn't quit the game when we play Cauldron Familiar. Let's go. So followed up with a Whisper Squad, probably. After that, not a ton going on, but we've got the interaction with the Call of the Death Dweller, so we've got some things we can do. Oh yeah, alright. Good night. Getting that damage in big time. Oh, bringing this guy back with a menace counter. Oh, so strong. I love it. Look at that. What's he gonna do? What is he going to do? He kills it, comes back even stronger. And okay. Well, maybe we're only bringing him back once, because I'm definitely thinking he's getting rid of the Call of the Death Dweller. He was probably hoping to get a Witcher's Oven. Swing and a miss on that one. That's how you next level these guys. Oh, he didn't see this. Yes. Yes. We're bringing both of them back when they die. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh. Concede, brother. There's no way you're winning this now. We're actually a really strong spot with both of these out. This is going to deal a lot of damage. Unless he removes them from the game. Which there's a lot of reason to run that in the format, especially against a deck with like familiars and stuff like that. But let's see. Yes. Yes. His next turn hit. He's got to do something here. I'm not really sure what he's drawn into. You drew a card, running the math. Concession coming. You know what I've got. You know if you deal with it, they're coming back. So I don't know what you're doing here. Okay, you're paying 2 life. Okay. When this deals combat damage to a player, choose any number. Discard, lose a life, draw a card. Alright, make me sack. Come on, make me sack. Make me sack, please. You want to make me sack? Do it. Do it. Do it. Make me sack the Dreadhorde Butcher. Yeah, you're reading what your card does now, aren't you? And you are very worried about how you've just made a horrible, horrible decision. Yep. Discard the card? Sure, I will discard the card. I don't. Lose life, 1 life, draw a card, yeah. Sack a creature? Done. Boom. GG's. Alright. Rexel. He's playing a strong avatar, so he's probably going to be pretty good. Alright, Dreadhorde Butcher, Mayhem Devil, and Chandra. This is a solid keep. Okay. Okay. So we might be playing against a burn deck. We'll let this come into play tapped. So turn 2 Butcher, turn 3 Mayhem Devil, turn 4 Chandra, and then that's going to start letting me sack to start taking out his 1 toughness creatures. Yep. Butcher. Now he might instant speed try and kill this. If he does, I'll take out the Scorch Spitter there. Yep. And we'll just kill the Scorch Spitter. Okay. I still think I like the turn 3 Mayhem Devil. And then if that stays alive, then my Chandra gives me 2 damage a turn. Let me read what this does. Protection from white. Okay. It gets 2+0 as long as it's attacking. That's not bad. Mayhem Devil, 3/3. Yep. So the Mayhem Devil, the interaction is because these actually sacks, right? So whenever I sacrifice a permanent, I deal 1 damage. Good. So I can wipe both of these things out. Oh, yes. I think that I want the Whisper Squad out as well, so we'll pay the 2 life. And let's get Chandra. Tick her up, or well, not up, but we'll create the 2 elementals. Whisper Squad. Now, I'm going to attack with the Mayhem Devil because he can't, like, if he blocks, I think we're okay. If he doesn't block, this needs me to sacrifice them, but I think that I'm okay if he tries to block them and they die that way because he's tapped out, so he can't play something to make them bigger anyway. So let's just get in. If he blocks, that's what I want. If he doesn't block, then they sack and they deal damage. So this optimizes our damage potential here. Yep, so they're still going to, like, he should have read the cards and blocked that. 1 there, 1 there. And does that make you want to concede? Yes. Yes, it does. Yep, he just read the cards. Bingo Flynn. Okay. Oven, Cauldron, Whisper Squads, and Lurrus. This is a snap keep. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not even sure we're gonna get a game in here. They are ooh, the mirror match, maybe. I see your Witch's Oven. I raise you a Cauldron Familiar. So we're gonna pay 2 life so that I can get an Oven out. And if he responds, killing that, nope. Let's go attack. And do I need, so I don't get a ton of value. Let's actually play the Whisper Squad so that if he tries to deal with this, thinking he's next leveling me, he won't realize that I can just bring it back, like have one in my hand to bring back here. And then we've got the Lurrus to bring them back too. Ah, the Spitfire. I like it. I like it. I'm intrigued where he's going with this deck. He probably is running the Cavalcade of Calamity because these are 1/1, so they'll trigger that. I like it. My turn. Grinds him out. Yep. And bringing it back. Yep. Ooh, yes. Let's play the Butcher. So, okay, let's go ahead and attack with the board here because I've got backup of pretty much everything. He's going to be forced to block the, well, he should block the Butcher, or he blocks none. Okay, let's play a second Whisper Squad. So, because at any point in time we can throw the Dreadhorde. Yeah, okay, I thought so. So it is with the Cavalcade. Really good with the Chandra Spitfire because it's 1 toughness. We'll let the, I don't need to sack it for the food because I'm just going to sack this for the food anyway. So I'm okay with that. Because I can also Lurrus him back. Yep, so that triggers, gives it +3/+3. Pretty strong. Yeah. It's an interesting interaction. I don't mind it. But I think the way that we're going to be able to win this is by, if we, like, we're gaining the life that's going to be slowing him down, grinding him out. I'm not sure even with this he's going to have enough to get through. Yep. Drain him. So we're going to play the Lurrus here. Maybe not right away. Let's get some more damage in. I'm going to play the Lurrus, and I don't think I need to play the second familiar yet. I just don't think I need that damage through yet. Because right now I'm Mac, I can play it anyway next turn. Let's end it here. Okay. So what he's hoping for is if he gets a couple 1/1s out, and then each of those trigger the cavalcade, this gets very big, very fast. Yep. Taking another 4. Yep. The damage, yep. Okay. Okay. For 2 food tokens, sure. That should have given him 2, I would have thought. And we're bringing them back, okay. So it's got Death, Touch, and Menace. Well, I wasn't blocking it anyway, but alright. Sack the Familiar. Bring back the Familiar. Okay, so let's get the Butcher out. And so if I attack with everything, what happens here? We're going to deal 1, 2, 3. So probably block here. So let's say he blocks here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage coming through, but I get rid of whatever he's got on the board. I think we do that. I think we go in with the full set and force him to start making blocks here that he doesn't want to make per se. Okay, you want to block there, that's fine. That's going to allow me to deal damage to his face. Okay. Yeah, I think he just realized he may have misplayed that. Nice. Alright, so deck is decently strong. It's got a lot of grind to it. Now, I'm playing a version that's also a little more aggro-y, so I've seen definitely other versions that are a little more grindy. I like the ability to just burn them out quickly. I like the grind that we just will inherently get between things like the Anax, the Chandra. Like you saw when we played the Chandra and the Mayhem Devils, they just couldn't handle it. So a lot of good flexibility there. The biggest challenge, honestly, with this deck is if you want to play Magic, you'll have a lot of games where once you get a couple pieces down, they just quit. This deck is super tilting to play against, which is fine if you want wins, great. Things that might change: Lurrus is very strong. You might be able to up him. There's a couple other sack outlets that we could potentially look at that are pretty good. If you wanted to, you could mix this up by adding white or subbing the red for white to gain some of that sort of like aristocrats type play. So a lot of options, but still at the end of the day, very fun deck. If you like this, please give me a like and a subscribe. Leave a comment below. And check out my stream, twitch.tv/grandfrad. And give me a follow on Twitter so you never miss when a new video is coming out. Twitter.com/grandfrad. Thanks, and have a good one.